Hey everyone, as an accompaniment to my video series Guitar Riff Battle 1970s, I'm going to do my best to put up tutorials for all of these great classic 1970s riffs. You can check out the 3 parts of this series that are finished down below in the description box if you like. Today we're going to have a look at how to play the main riff and verse to one of the heaviest tracks that Black Sabbath ever recorded, Supernaut, from the band's 1972 album, Volume 4. Not going to touch upon the solo in this particular tutorial, but if there's any interest in this riff tutorial video, and it garners a few views, we may have a look at the solo in the future. So let's have a look at this one. Just going to play through this one quickly, and then we'll dig into how it's played. Alright, let's have a look at how to play this one. We are in drop tuning. We're tuned down all the way to C sharp. That's 3 whole semitones, or a step and a half. Here's your tuning. Now, the thing about being tuned down this much is that it makes the strings really floppy. So you have to have a pretty light touch, or you're going to be pulling the strings out of tune while you're playing. So Tony Iommi started down tuning like this on Masters of Reality in 1971 to ease up on some of the pain in his fingertips that he lost when he was a teenager, and kind of created a whole new genre of music, doom metal, but in the process. But so anyway, it starts off with a slide into 7. And you're going to hit that note 3 times. The 3rd time you're going to pull it off to 5 of the A string, and then you're going to pull off to open. And then you're going to hammer on 5 back onto 7 for a double hit. So hammer on the first one and then pick the second one. And then you're going to hit that 3 times again and pull it off to 5. And then again, pull it off to open, same as we did at the very beginning. And then back onto 5 and let that ring for a bit. So up to that point. Nearly every time you go into the 7th fret on either the A string or soon on the D string, you're sliding into it. If you're not hammering onto it, you're sliding into it. You slide into it the 1st time and the 3rd time. Slide, hammer on, and then you slide into it that time as well. Now you're going to slide into it again and do the exact same thing. 3rd time, pull off to 5, pull off to open. And then you're going to hammer on 3 to 5 of the A, and this time you're going to slide into 7 of the D. Now at speed, that's a little tricky because you're coming off the hammer on immediately into a slide on a different string. And then you're going to do kind of the same thing we were doing on the A string. Pulling off 7 to 5 to open. And being careful not to catch the G string when you're pulling off as much as I am. It's easier when you hit an upstroke instead of a downstroke, I find. And then a triple hit on that 7th fret. The 2nd time, pull off to 5, pull off to open. That's pretty much the riff. And it all takes place here on the 5s and 7s and open strings. Forgot to mention, at that point right there, You're going to pull, before you continue, you're going to pull that 5 off to open very briefly. Right there. D string. And then you're going to repeat the whole thing over again. And then we're into the first verse where the singing comes in, and this extremely heavy riff. And that starts with an E7 chord here at the 7th fret position. I've got my middle finger on 7 of the A, my index on 6 of the D, and my ring finger down here on 7 of the G. It's kind of like a backwards D shape. E7. Yeah, this little note down here, you've got E7 sharp 9, which is the very famous Jimi Hendrix chord. But we're not doing that. We're not adding that. So we're just using E7. And you're sliding out of it. And then you're sliding in on the low E and the A string into the 7th fret twice. And then you're opening up to the low E once. And the second time you slide, you're opening up to the low E twice. Into a D chord, just a plain old D chord, but not the bottom string, just the D, the G, and the B string. And you're going to pull off your index finger from the 2nd fret to open, and then back on again. Again. Four times. And then back into the riff again. Give that note, when you get up to that note at the 7th fret of the D string, give it a little bit of a waggle. God damn, I love that riff. And that will get you through pretty much the whole song except for the solo. And like I said, if there's some interest in this short little video to the riff and verse to Supernaut, then I'll put one together for the solo. The solo takes place in E minor, and a lot of it right here at the 12th fret position, and there's just a lot of trilling going on. A lot of, you know, stuff like that, just in that position, riding up and down the scale, and you know, some of those licks as well. And I don't think he leaves this position very much during the entire solo, and it's just a lot of, a lot of work like that. So you guys take care of yourselves. If you were looking to learn the riff to Supernaut, I hope that helped you out, and you guys take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. Cheers.